Hi, welcome to my new channel. My name's Morgan and I'm so excited to be here. So I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit today and tell you what my channel is going to be about. So first off, I am a big movie watcher. I love to go out to the movie theaters or watch movies at home with family and friends. And so that's something that I'm going to be talking about, sharing some of my favorites and maybe some that I wasn't as big of a fan of. And then just talking about, books. I love to read. I've been reading for years, and I work at a bookstore, a local bookstore here, and as you can see, I've got this bookshelf behind me, and I've got a couple others that are stocked to the brim. So I've got to get some more, but just wanted to, talking to you about the books that I love and what I love about them, and sharing hopefully some new authors for you, or maybe giving you a glimpse into some books that and some authors that you have heard about but maybe haven't tried yet. So I've had quite a busy last year and a half, and haven't had a whole lot of time for reading. So the last week I've just been able to kind of tackle my first book again, one that I was really excited for and had been waiting to read. And so that's that book. I started it and finished it. It's An Unfamiliar Duke by Sean Bessey. This is the fourth in her Georgian Gentleman series. It's not a series that you have to read in order, but you can if you like, learning all the tidbits about all the characters that you see throughout. They're all connected, but you don't have to read them in order. So it just depends on your preference. This was a fabulous one. If you do like, I'll fill you in on some of the three books that come before this. Try not to give you any spoilers because I don't like that. But so the first book, briefly, is sorry, I've got a fan going. It's really hot. Blow my hair around my face. The first book is The Noble Smuggler, and this is about Jonas, who is a Viscount Langton. And there's, in the village or the town by his estate, there's some smuggling going on, specifically in the area, throughout the country of England. But and because his father was killed when he was young, to what he's assuming is due to smugglers, he is out to end the smuggling ring. And in the midst of that, he crosses paths with Elizabeth Doyle, who he needs some help from, but she is also the daughter of a smuggler, and so he's a little bit conflicted there. Has some interesting opinions, but he comes to know her, and it's a really sweet story, great romance. There's some danger and excitement going on in this book, so I'd recommend this. And then probably my favorite in the series is An Uncommon Earl. So this is about Jonas's friend Alexander, who is Earl of Bloxley. His last name is Alexander Allerton, but Bloxley is his title. And Alexander, is sought after in society. He's quite eligible. And he comes across Jane Hadford, who doesn't have any expectations to marry due to some physical circumstances. And they meet and have some pretty awesome interactions, and revolving around a specific character who is adorable and I love. But this book I would highly recommend. It's got some great values. They all do in this series. Sean's such a great writer, but would really recommend this book in this series. And then the third one is an alleged rogue. This is about Jane's sister Phoebe and their neighbor, who is Lord Adam Dunsbourne. And he's had some family struggles. His parents have passed on, but he has a younger sister who he's trying to take care of. But due to how he has chosen to live his life thus far, society has some interesting assumptions about him, namely that he is a rogue. So it's quite fun how that goes about, and Phoebe, her family is pretty new to the area, and so she has to come to learn some things about him. But there's some great friendship, romance is awesome. Again, Sean's got that danger in here that makes it quite exciting. But really great series. Yeah, love this one. And then so the most recent, An Unfamiliar Duke, is about Jonas's sister Rosalind, and how she meets her husband. She was already married when you meet her in Noble Smuggler, so this is kind of a prequel, but really awesome story. I loved it. I loved getting to know the characters better and see how their relationship developed, and would highly recommend this series. And then there is just one other book that I'm in the middle of reading right now, and that is Danger on the Lock by Paige Edwards. This is a contemporary romantic suspense set in Scotland. So if you like Scotland, I know Amanda does from her channel, Book Lover Amanda. But this has been pretty great so far. I'm about halfway, a little more than halfway through chapter 25. So a little more than halfway. But this has been pretty great. This is part of the Presley Coombs series. So there's 3 books so far, and this is the 3rd. Again, you don't have to read them in order, but they're just about the siblings within the Presley Coombs family. Paisley has been a friend of their family, grew up in the States, but she takes a DNA test because she was raised by her mom and doesn't know who her dad is, and mom pretty tight-lipped about him. So she takes that DNA test and is matched with her dad, and he, they get in contact, and he offers to fly her out to Scotland to meet him where he lives. And she's a photographer, so she goes out there. James, who is the male lead, the Presley Coombs, is out there for business, and the two of them are there together. She unknowingly takes, well, I guess I can't say so far, but she at some point takes a picture of activity that people don't want photographed, and danger ensues. So this is pretty great so far. I'm trying to finish this one. Hopefully I can get it done by the end of July, but seeing as how that's only tomorrow, today's the 30th, we'll see. But what I'm hoping to read next month, that is related, it's a new series, but it's related to that series, it's in that same world, I guess, is Facing the Enemy. So this is about Lady Elise Henderson. She is a agent in MI6, but she's also one of the peerage. She's a titled daughter of a Scottish family, the Marquis of Roxbury. Anyway, so she's kind of got 2 different lives going on, and we meet her in the Presley Coombs series. So you don't have to have read, the other series, but I like to know all the, character development and all the experiences beforehand. So I do like to read them in order, but I'm looking forward to this one. And I will try to I've got quite a large August TBR, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish everything that I have, but I'll try and whatever I don't get finished, we'll just roll over to September. But I will get another video up pretty soon with my August TBR. But that's a little bit about me, what I've been reading. I'm so excited to be a member of BookTube. So if you were watching today, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.